China is working on a huge project. They want to be the most powerful country in the world. To do this, they're spending trillions of dollars on different things to become more important globally. They want to change how the world's economy works. China is serious about becoming super strong in the 21st century. This is a big deal for China. If this trillion-dollar plan works or not will affect many things. It will change China's future and who has the most power in the world. Everyone is watching to see what happens as China tries to do this. China's big plan centers around something called the Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI. Started in 2013, the BRI is a huge project to build roads, railroads and ports all over the world, connecting Asia, Africa, Europe and more. The BRI aims to make it easier for China to trade and do business with other countries. China has already spent over $1 trillion on BRI projects, building big roads and things in countries like Pakistan, Kazakhstan and Kenya. Supporters say the BRI will help these countries develop and create new jobs. However, critics worry about these countries owing China too much money and harming the environment. The BRI remains a hot topic of debate. Even though it's a big plan, the BRI has hit some bumps, showing how tough it is for China to pull this off. In October 2024, Brazil, a big, important country, said it wouldn't join the BRI. This was a problem for China and showed that people are worried about the BRI. Brazil said no for a few reasons. They were worried about owing China too much money and losing control over their own decisions. Brazil's decision shows that not everyone wants China's help and China needs to listen to other countries' worries. This decision has significant implications for the future of the BRI. On top of everything else, China is dealing with a housing problem that could hurt its economy. In August 2024, the International Monetary Fund, or IMF, wanted to give China $1 trillion to help fix its housing problems. But China said no to the help. This was a big decision. It showed that China doesn't want help from others and that things are complicated. The housing problem is making things uncertain for China's economy and their big plans. With the housing crisis unresolved, the future of China's economic growth remains in question. China's economy is facing some tough times. The country's growth has slowed down lately, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. To make matters worse, other countries are investing less money in China than they used to. In fact, it's at its lowest point in 30 years. This is worrying for China. The slowdown and the lack of investment from other countries make people wonder if China's way of doing things is working. It also makes it harder for China to pay for its big projects like the BRI. China's leaders know about these problems and are trying to fix the economy and get other countries to invest again. The future of China's economy depends on how well these efforts work. As China spends trillions of dollars on its plan, one big question remains: will they get their money's worth? The success of China's trillion-dollar plan depends on whether its investments make a good profit. This is especially important for the BRI. Critics say many BRI projects are not well planned and are worried about corruption, secrecy, and the projects failing. With China's economy slowing down and less investment from other countries, it's even more important for these investments to make money. China needs to prove that its trillion-dollar plan will actually be good for its economy. Only time will tell if these ambitious projects will yield the expected returns. The COVID-19 pandemic changed the world's economy and made countries rethink what's important. For China, the pandemic showed that they need to change their economic plans for a post-pandemic world. Some experts believe China should focus less on building roads and bridges, and more on things like technology and healthcare, which have become more important since the pandemic. This change would require China to rethink where it puts its money and what it wants to achieve in the long run. Education and innovation will be key to this new strategy. China's trillion-dollar plan is not just about money, it's also about power. As China invests in countries worldwide, it gains more influence. This worries some countries, especially in the West. Some countries like receiving Chinese investments, while others worry about depending too much on China, which could affect their freedom and independence in the future. The impact of China's growing economy on global politics is complex and requires careful thought and understanding of the changing world. As China continues to expand its reach, the global balance of power is shifting. This shift presents both opportunities and challenges for the international community. China's trillion-dollar plan is a risky bet on its future and its place in the world. Whether it will work or not is still unknown. China faces many challenges, including a slowing economy, less investment from other countries, a housing crisis, and political tensions. Despite these challenges, China's leaders are determined to achieve their goal of becoming a global superpower. The world will be watching closely as this risky plan unfolds in the coming years. The outcome will significantly impact China, the global economy, and the balance of power in the 21st century. The stakes are high and the world is watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment if you enjoyed this video.